Hello YouTube, Valkyrie D Queen here. Please like, comment, and subscribe. That would help very much with more video content. We're going to start with a review of Black Clover, Chapter 266. We start out with Julius, the current Wizard King, finally contacting Gajia of the Heart Kingdom, and being informed that the Heart Queen has been taken, and that the Heart Kingdom is of course going to join in with the attack to retrieve the Heart Queen. We also have a moment where Gajia is very serious and very determined that he will save the Queen no matter what. We also get a shot of Charlotte with the same determination to save Yami. Then we cut to the Black Bull's hideout, where Notch, of course, is talking to the rest of the Black Bulls, and it looks like it's Gauche, Gray, Vanessa, and Finral. He's explaining what's going on, that there's going to be an attack in 3 days, and then he has to get Asta ready, and that they should also train as well. Vanessa and Finral are shocked and asking, "Are you really the Black Bulls' vice captain?" And he explains that the reason why he is vice captain is because it allows him to do certain operations, and being a magic knight gives him the range to do what he needs to be done. Also showing that this demon that possesses Notch not liking the Black Bulls. In fact, he says he hates the Black Bulls, and hates them because he can't stand people who don't do things properly. And he also lists all their flaws, making fun of Vanessa as a drunkard, making fun of Fernell for his lack of use or carelessness use of spiral magic and distractionness and womanizing, basically. As well as a ruined noble with a former convict, which is Gauche. And of course, also making fun of Magma and Zora, their delinquent behavior. He doesn't really make fun of Gray, and Gray begs, please don't judge them because of their looks and appearances, and he goes that just because you look that way and surprisingly do good acts, he doesn't like as well. You might as well do good and be good and look good at the very beginning, no matter what. He's very lucky that Asta isn't there, because Asta would be defending the Black Bulls, and he would not be taking such talk. But he's not. He suggests that the Black Bulls get stronger because they have 3 days, and then he suddenly he disappears through his shadow, and he suddenly appears with Asta. And they appear big manor house that is in ruins. And Asta asked him, "Whose house is this?" "A certain noble's, a former noble, that is." So a former noble house that they are in. I'm not sure who they are. It could be his own house. Notch's personality's house. The demons... It's hard to explain because Notch is basically possessed by a demon, because he claims he's not the same Notch as he was before. So this is the Notch before's house, and this is the current Notch, the possessed Notch, who goes into this house. That's what I'm assuming it is, or piecing together it is. And then they go into a room and they says, "Here we are," and shadow magic. There is a big shadow and skulls everywhere. Dark garden invitation. So it's a spell that he places, and it is a dark shadow realm with pillars of skulls everywhere that Natsu falls into, and so does Notch. He says he's going to teach Asta the devil magic. How to do that is to fully make a devil contract or a devil binding ritual, which they're going to do. You see this necklace on Notch's neck that's basically has a feather, a two different kinds of teeth, it looks like, and a certain kind of, but he has, or a piece of metal on the string that looks like different animal remedies around his neck. So it's like a feather, a horn, a fang, and another tooth. And he draws the summoning circle, and Asta steps in it. Suddenly, Asta's devils appear, and his arm, that is completely black and red, has disappeared as well. The devil, and the devil's all, who would have thought you would release me voluntarily? So he's been released, basically, saying that. And Notch says, you fight the devil and win to do this binding spell. That is an interesting thing. And that is the end of the chapter. So right now, next chapter, we'll probably see Asta fighting his devil, or we may just skip over that, depending on where the story is going to go. But I would like to see Asta fight the devil and know more about the binding ritual of a devil and how that exactly works. Because it seems like Notch has the necklace of 4 of animal remedy, like a feather, a tooth, a fang, a claw, and a claw nail, and then of course it looks like a horn maybe. It's like that it's also related to his shadow figures that he summoned a chapter or so earlier. So he's binding the demons to him, and he has these relics to control the demons and these shadow figures externally instead of internally of the devil. That is very interesting, and I would like to know more about it. But so far, very decent, solid chapter. Going through, has me more questions about this binding spell. Also showing how Notch dislikes and likes people in a very obvious, blunt way. And I think that's going to become a factor later, because we do know that Notch said that he's not the same Notch as he was back then. So maybe the Notch back then, before he got into this devil business or got possessed by a devil or made this binding contract with the devil, actually liked Yami and actually liked the Black Bulls and was a little bit of a mischievous character. We will have to wait and see till future chapters ahead. Thank you, YouTube, and have a wonderful day. Bye! Like, comment, and subscribe down below. That will so help the channel. Thank you very much.